And welcome back, this is ballerscuba with more bonus episodes of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm joined, as always, by my reconstruction squad of Ryan, Melia, and Ricky. Shulk, Charlotte, Dunban, and Fiora are hanging out in the back. Decided to bring a new party. I don't think I've brought this particular party with me before. I have done a few things off screen. Let's take a look at the re-equipping that I did. I believe the Sun Staff is the same, but Melia is now in the Master Glasses because it came with an Ether Up 6 gem. So now Charlotte and her have a pair. They are very, very nice. We do have Ryan, I think, still on all the same stuff. It's been a lot of the same stuff for him. Nothing's really kind of competed with any of this stuff just yet. Ricky does have a few new things, though. He's got the Lancelot gear on his head. I'm not sure you can see it anywhere, but his hair does have a nice poof to it. Sure. I also gave him an Ether Up 5 gem because he was good on Ether Up everywhere else. That Ether Up 6 gem that Melio's wearing transferred over to him, works out quite nicely. He's also on the Hero Biter, which is new. Just move forward all the gems that were on his Machina Nibbler, something like that. Whatever the Machina thing that he's been on for far too long, finally replaced that. Got a Hero Biter. Shulk is the same. Charlotte is the same. I have to think about this. Dunban's still naked, because it worked out. Fiora also the same. I fully anticipated changing her up a little bit, but it did not happen. So, we have some work. Before I do, more arts. Didn't do anything with the skills. Skills are pretty set, but arts, there were a lot of things that I needed to work on here. With Melia, I think I did not have enough to work on anything, so she just held on to hers for the time being. With Ryan, I maxed out War Swing. As you can see, he still has a ton of AP. We still have some work to do with him. So many of his things require those advanced arts manuals, which we don't have yet. Ricky, I maxed out Say Sorry as far as I could go. Once again, waiting on a lot of advanced arts manuals for him. But hopefully we'll get a good Ricky without that. I'm kind of hoping for that. He is in the party after all. With Shulk, I leveled up Monado Purge. Sure, why not? With Charlotte, I didn't have enough for anything. With Dunban, I did a ton of work, if memory serves me correctly. I leveled up... No, I don't think I did. No, I'm thinking of Fiora, where I did all the work. But with him, I don't think I did anything, actually. This all looks like where it was before, so still waiting on advanced arts manuals. With Fiora, though, I did a lot. We upped speed shift up to level 7. It has an effect time of almost 25 seconds, 24 and a half seconds, and it does have haste up to 80%. Plus the cooldown is significantly less, so that is definitely nice. That's one thing that I worked on. I also got Zero Gravity up. I got Double Wind up. Those are up as far as they will go. Power Drain, I still needed one more level, and then Final Cross, I leveled up kind of comparably. I'm not using it as much right now, but it is really nice. It's just that cooldown is 150 seconds, and it takes a while for that to go down. But it does force topple. Can't use it all the time, though. So, we are going to move forward with this party. We wanted to leave Colony 6. That's our first goal. That's kind of why I stopped. It's not going to be a long trip this first time out. We're going to go back to the Mechon Wreckage site. Oh, I am happy to be done with the Black Liver Beans, though. I did talk a lot about it. It took me, I think I got it at like 1 hour and 10 minutes on that. But here at the Mechon Wreckage site, somehow I said something way off. Mechon Wreckage site. Here we can find this. This is new. This is because we got the quest Lifespan of a Machina, and I didn't have Terex Energy Eggs. Once again, I'm doing the one that's better for the plot for this quest, and that would be this. Machina Energy. Hooray, we have ourselves Machina Energy. Just in case you missed it, it was for Lifespan of a Machina. So now we return to Neonic. who needed this energy so that she would not die. Well, die, but later. The other way was that she would never die, and apparently nobody lives for a long time in this. I'm not sure if that's a premonition that's going to come true, or if they were just kind of exaggerating things. Not really sure about that one, but we want to head back to her. It is starting to get way too late for her to still be out, so let's change it to noon, and then we can go out and find her. So yeah, we're pretty much done with Colony 6's official reconstruction. There is still more work for us to do here. Lots of people still want to come, but it's not quite the same after this. We've invited all the main people, I will say. Here. Neonic, though, we got you some energy.
Yes.
Did you find it? It looks a little old and dated, but it should be fine. I'll drink this and I should recover quickly. Bottoms up. So apparently it was a drink. Wasn't Werner the one that was there? He never found anything. Yes, it seems to have worked. I feel better now. My body feels lighter, stronger. I suppose this means I will live for another 20 years or so. I hope I was of some help. You were a help, all right. See for yourself. Look how happy they are now. They do indeed seem to be happy. They have to use the word they because it could be a he or a she and they didn't want to program it. I suppose that is all that matters. I didn't realize such an item would have affected my body so. You brought this so I wouldn't outlive everyone in the colony. Yeah, still questioning that, but that is the decision that I made. Now I'll probably see out my days with the other residents. Thank you for understanding my predicament. This is exactly what I wanted. So yeah, we actually did it in a way that she approves of. She did not want to outlive everybody. Once again, like no kids, nothing. Alright. But she'll live for another 20 years. The Machina energy was just what Neonic needed to perk her up a little bit. So we get 38,000 gold, 31,500 experience, and revival HP up 5. It's a 5, but it's not my favorite thing to have. Hooray, lots and lots of experience. Do you have anything to say before I go? I started to feel better, but people have begun staring at me again. I seem to be attracting as much attention as before. How long will it take before people here accept me as their own? I figured they were already. They're not? Oh, I wanted to let you know. A gentleman poet has been really annoying me recently. He's been bothering me about writing a poem or something. He should know when to leave the elderly in peace. I've not been giving her an elderly voice because she's a robot. Okay, but she does point me to my next quest, which would be a poet. We really only know of one poet. We know of a writer, but we only know one poet, and that would be up here with Yura. But before we do that, I see these, so I'm gonna get these. They were here. Apparently I was taking a bath, but, well, yeah, head through, grab these while I'm here, close enough, and then we'll head back and talk to Yura, who does have a quest for me. Melia is the one that will be commenting on this one. That's why she is here. Also, she's really powerful, but that's why she's here. Let's go ahead and talk to Yura. He has a quest that will only show up once you have cleared Mechana's core, you have completed Lifespan of a Machina, and you have 3.5 stars in the region. Yura, what do you have for me? Was it you? Did you help that old Machina? I am currently considering whether to write a poem about the lady. However, she spurns my requests and I am yet to write even a word. It seems that she doubts my motives based on my looks. Oh. He's complimenting himself again. I assume from their expression that this matter bothers them. Melia, always on the ball. Yo, Melia, they look like they've got a problem, don't they? I reckon we should ask what's up. Hush, there is no need to let everyone know. Very well, Ryan, let us see what the problem is. Would you kindly persuade her to allow me this selfish request? I mean her no harm and only wish to make her into a literary legend. You should know when a lady says no, she means no. We're not going into that territory, are we? She does not see it your way, and that is that. Forcing her to understand your point of view is unacceptable. Well, understand is fine. Agree is the problem. You are not wrong, and I have come to understand this lately. But this is the best way I can think of to get closer to Neonic. You wish to get closer? It is a flawed plan. But we shall think on it. Yes, we shall. This is the royal we, I think. I need you to talk to Neonic and help her understand. If she refuses still, go to Aerith Sea and collect a It looks like toboggan to me, but that's not how you spell toboggan, so toboggan wing. Sure. Give it to her and gauge her reaction for me. If that fails, then I surrender. And so we get a poet's concerns. Yura wants to write a poem about Neonic, but she needs a little convincing before she's willing to comply. Persuade Neonic to accept his proposal. Do I have to? Talk to Neonic is the first part of this one, so we'll do that. 38,500 gold, 33,000 experience, and unbeatable 4 for our trouble. Thank you, and good luck. I have heard your oratory, and I am sure you will succeed. I will be the pattern of patience. I haven't heard that expression before. I will say nothing until you return. The pattern of patience. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. You're really kind, Melia, but I think I can do a better job of this one than you. Yet, persuasion's not your strong suit, Ryan. Very well. Let us see who can solve the issue first. Let the duel begin, Ryan. So we will see.
Yes.
I should talk to people before I do the quests. Please change Neonic's mind. If only I could persuade her myself. Yeah. Good luck with that. She seems pretty set. She's old and stubborn now, I guess. I guess that's what they're kind of going for here. Alright, all the way back up top. Around the side. Dulland, I will take care of yours eventually. You should know better than to have such a tough quest. Neonic. Just go ahead and tell me now. You've come to talk to me about that poet, right? I just can't bring myself to trust that man. I won't end up a laughingstock no matter how many times he asks. So, we have two options. The answer does not matter. Yura is not a bad person, or support a fellow resident. Yura kind of is a bad person though, so we're gonna go with support a fellow resident. I only came here to be nearer the open fields and tall grass. Who said anything about becoming some poet's muse? She's really not buying it. Better think of another plan. Alright, so we have to go get a toboggan wing.
Yes.
Eventually. I don't care what you or he says. I'm not agreeing to anything. You'll never get me to agree to letting him write that poem. Yeah, it's fully understandable. Alright, so we're off. We're going to take care of another thing, and it's down here, and it's not Dulland. He can just hang out here for a while. He really does have a tough quest. It's still too high level for us. That's why I'm avoiding it. We're actually going to head inside. Yumea's maid is here. We haven't talked to you before.
Okay.
I was the one responsible for Lady Yumea during her incarceration. I, her maid, sat with her in the Tower of Investigation. I will never forget that night, the eve of the Bionis' awakening. For I heard a story that deeply affected me. Apparently, Lady Tyrea was conceived at a clandestine ritual. Such rituals were customary to protect the pure High Entia. Were we talking about like an Eyes Wide Shut party here? It was not known at the time, but her father was half Homs. Yes, can you believe it? He was of mixed lineage at a pure High Entia orgy. How could he? And when this was discovered, he was thrown out of their order. He has not been seen since. However, there is more. It was customary to remove the child from the imperial lines. However, Yumea, despite her duty to the order, gave birth to Tyrea. And even now, it is not clear why Yumea dared to defy the order. Yeah, I have not done this before. I have not talked to Yumea's maid. This is all new to me. So, I mean, the implication here is that they had like a ritual orgy or sex party or something to that effect. And then she was supposed to have an abortion when it was found out that it wasn't pure hyentia, and then she didn't. I mean, that's what I'm being told here. Unless I'm misinterpreting it, but I don't think I am. Straight after the Bionis awoke, Tyrea visited her mother. The two of them sat, and Yumea told her the story I tell you now. On that dreaded night, Yumea poured her heart out to the child. I believe I witnessed Yumea's dying words of love to Tyrea.
Hi there.
Do you got more? She does. Do you think that Yumea became a Telethia like the others? All I pray is that she found peace as she returned to the Bionis.
Hi there.
And all right, that's apparently it. Holy crap. But we're here for Vanea. Vanea has a series of quests. These have been technically available to us for quite some time. By the way, Otharin is here as well. Like all the key players kind of hang out around here now. But Vanea has a series of quests. They've been available, but there was no way I was getting them done before. Well, I could have gotten some of it done, but a lot of it I can't get done until right now, which is why I waited this long. So, Vanea, let's talk. You have some things that you would like me to do.
Hello.
Is the replica Monado to your satisfaction? There is something that I have not yet told you. There are 5 other prototypes in addition to the replica I gave you. Yeah, 5. Tell me in greater detail. Yeah, we ain't got much to go on at the moment. No, we don't, other than that this is going to take me a while. I could make them if you had the time and necessary materials. I got all the time in the world. Bionis doesn't move at all despite what the cinematics would have you believe. What do you think? Would you like me to make them? And so we get quests. Man, do we get quests. No comments for this one. In order for this to show up, you need to have arrived at the interior landing site in the Bionis' interior. Remember when we first made it to the Bionis' interior, I pointed out that she had quests. That's the only requirement for those to show up. And no matter where you go, Vanea is going to have them as long as you're on Junks, which is in 3 locations, somebody pointed out to me. I believe it was Bean Kingdom that pointed it out to me, that it's not only Colony 6 and the Fallen Arm, but also Bionis' interior. Like, it's still there if we go back. Anyway, we have Replica Monado 1. The Machina have design plans for 5 more Replica Monados. Have them make a Monado replica, which is made for lighter, easier fighting. Multiple objectives. Please check the quest log, and it's all getting materials. But for this, we get an unknown prize and 12,000 experience. I have a feeling the unknown prize is the Replica Monado. Maybe Replica Monado 1. Just a thought. Please take these 5 designs. They are prototypes and may be somewhat difficult to wield. They must be used correctly, but once mastered, they are truly formidable weapons indeed. They better be. We're at the end of the game here. Then we have Replica Monado 2. Have them make a Replica Monado which is tougher and has increased defense capabilities. Once again, multiple objectives, 12,000 experience, and I assume the Replica Monado. Maybe Replica Monado 2? Nah, probably not. But that's it for Replica Monado 2, the quest. Then there's Replica Monado 3. Notice that I can't deny any of these. Let's see, what's this one? Have them make a Replica Monado which is tougher and has increased attack power. Maybe that's the one I want. We'll have to see. Same prizes. All of them are going to have the same prizes. All right, Replica Monado 4. Have them make a Replica Monado which makes the wielder even more powerful. They're very vague about these. I'm going to need some hard numbers here. And then there's Replica Monado 5. Have them make a Replica Monado which transfers energy to defensive power. Probably not going to be the one that I like, but we'll make it nonetheless. Same prizes. All right, so I'm going to have a few of these already. Caterpillar, Silk, Ardoon. You know what? we'll wait for this to go away, because a lot of these I have had for a while, and you saw me go out of my way to get them. Turk Elder Medal, you might not remember, but we'll go over that. And I did need 2 Tokelos King Eggs, just one of them was for this. That's clearly not enough to turn anything in yet, because she doesn't have a red exclamation point over her head. So let's take a look at what we need for Replica Monado 1. We already have the Caterpile Silk. That was the Royal Caterpiles, I believe it was, on around the Windy Cave where the Tempest Fangs were. Then we have the Ardoon Elder Beard. Those are the Magnus Ardoons that are on Bionis's leg pretty early on near the Gower Plain, somewhere around there. So we need what do we need? We need a Lucky Fang from a Ferris. We have not killed the Ferris in Satoral Marsh. We have not done that at all yet. We'll have to go and get that. Replica Monado 2 requires 1 Ocean Elixir of Life. We went and got those from Alexos in Colony 6. Remember, I had to make it rain, and then they showed up near the exit of the Ether Mine. I can't remember the actual name of the location right now, but that's where we found that. We do need to get an Immortal Moss from a Torta somewhere on Bionis. We'll go and get that. And then a Quad-Wing Treasure from a Quad-Wing somewhere on Bionis. I have a feeling that's back at Satoral Marsh. So we'll have to get those. I'll go over how to get all of them along the way as well, but we're looking at them here for now. For Replica Monado 3, I already have the Hawk's Daylight Spur. Obviously, the Hawks is on the Bionis' leg, on those mushroom things is how you get those. Then a Glacier Element from a Nebula in Satoral Marsh. That one's a little tricky. We'll have to go and get that one. And then a Wisp somewhere on Bionis for a Wisp Sunbead. That is just mean. Do you know how many locations have Wisps, and we haven't found one that was high enough level for this kind of thing yet? Once again, we'll go over that. Replica Monado 4 requires a Turken Elder Medal from a Turken somewhere on Bionis. Once again, that is mean. We actually got this from Field Aldrich. That's why I had not gone and killed him yet, even though he was lower level than a lot of the unique monsters that I did kill, simply because I wanted to get that Turken Elder Medal, and I needed a reason for that. But I encountered him when I wasn't expecting it, so we got it anyway. You know what? I probably won't go back and kill him. There's not too much of a need. He's kind of in a weird area. But we need a Demonic Everflame from a dragon somewhere on Bionis. That's just mean. I already, like, you could probably guess which dragon they're talking about. This one's going to be something that's difficult for me to get, especially considering the second one is also really high level. Collect 1 Mammoth Horn from a Mammoth somewhere on Bionis. I only know of 1 set of Mammoths. They were level 97. Next up, we have Replica Monado 5. Ooh. Alright, so they seem to give you like 1 easy one and then 2 hard ones. So we need a Tokelos King Egg. We got those from the leg Tokelos on Bionis' leg around Zach's guidepost. Went out of my way and spent a lot of time getting those. I told you I needed 2. So we got that one. The yellow Slobos rocks from a Slobos on Valak Mountain. You saw which Slobos they meant. They meant the one at Three Sage Summit. Once again, high 90s. So it's going to take us a bit. I believe they're 98, level 97 and 98, so that'll be tough. And then we need a Diamond Brog Eye from a Brog somewhere on Bionis. Once again, they do mean a very high level one, and we don't have that just yet. So let's start going through this list of things that we need to get. We'll start with the Ocean Elixir of Life, because those are the lowest level enemies. They're the Kiel or Kiel Lexos. They're on Freight Road. If you warp to Freight Road during the rain, they will show up. You need an Ocean Elixir of Life from them. Got that one already. If you need the Caterpile Silk, warp to Ragwell Bridge North, and then head northeast to Windy Cave. You can't miss them. They're everywhere. The Royal Caterpiles. If you're still short on the Hawk's Daylight Spurs, once again, Ragwell Bridge North, head east to the mushrooms. The White Hawks and the Dark Hawks will both drop them. You only need one. We took out Field Aldrich already, but in case you did not see that, warp to Ragwell Bridge North, head northeast all the way through to Crevasse Waterfall. He's kind of in this medium area back there in the middle. He's level 76, unique monster. Kill him, he will give you a Turk and Elder medal. For the Ardoon Elder Beard, I suggest the Jabos Rock Rest area. Either head south or to the Roa Oasis and defeat yourself a Magnus Ardoon, and that's how you get the Ardoon Elder Beard. For the Tokolos King Egg, Tokolos's Egg, go to Zach's Guidepost, head down, defeat the leg Tokolos that are there. Cannot be raining. Clear weather. Alright, so the rest of them I haven't done yet. So let's head out. And we're going to start at Sartorial Marsh, because there's a couple things here. We're going to go to the Sororal statues. Now, if you remember when we first came here, I did mention that you did not want to be here when it was foggy. Hey, look, it's foggy. Perfect. There's Frost Nebula out when it's foggy. They're level 80. Hey, look, I have Ether people with me. How did I know? So we need to defeat these Frost Nebula here. It is the first time that we have encountered them, because they're level 80. How much is this going to do for me? Oh, yeah. As it turns to night, but it's still here, and that's the important thing. Oh, Ricky can't help, that's right. He cannot help. He is swimming. Alright, looks like I'm going to get it right off the bat. Thankfully, Ricky is in the party for this one. I only need one. I need a Glacier Element. I'll take it. So that is for Replica Monado 3. But yeah, they come out here when it's especially foggy. It is night now, which is good. We're going to go ahead and leave. You know what? We'll kill one more. We will kill one more. Unfortunately, yeah, Ricky, this is too deep for him to actually attack, but Melia is good. She can handle it all by herself if she needs to.
Manifest yourself. Ancient spirit of ice to me. Manifest yourself.
And then we'll go for Flare. We'll try to get all the damage over time going. And for these kind of normal enemies, I don't need a healer. They're not doing that much damage to me. Yeah, just not that much.
Ricky like fighting easy monsters.
You didn't fight at all, Ricky. You just swam there. And if you don't get it, you get an element essence. All right, so we're done here. Let us go to the Silent Obelisk.